Good afternoon, teacher and classmates. I'm gonna explain my class plans to this bimester of Pasantías Profesionales 2. So the first thing that I want to explain is that I'm going to review the 5 class plans of 10 that we have to do. So the first plan is about the topic simple regular verbs and how to transfer them in the past and using in a positive sentences. So this is we are going to work with students of first bachelor. So the students have already a level of A2.2. So they have a lot of knowledge and they know how to use the structure we are trying to make them remember. So some objectives that we have are in the listening that they be able to identify some of the past tense structure when they are talking about or they are in a conversation. About speaking, they will be able to transfer and change the past in the past events. In this case, they can express opinions, they can express events that they had in the past. About a reading skill, we want that they understand a reading comprehension the difference between present simple and past simple. And about the writing, they be capable of write simple composition of or paragraphs about past simple. Talking about the strategies and the methodology that we are going to use, we are going to work with a communicate language approach and also audiolingual and the ERCA method, then a didactic method and also active method. So in this case, some strategies is to work with whole class in pair groups and also in an individual way. So here we have some strategies is using all the body where they have to activate all the sense, they have to activate their bodies to complete an instruction. And the other one is using material that is didactic and they feel good learning a topic that sometimes is a little boring and a little methodic. So we are going to do in the anticipatory set. When we was in the class, we have to begin with our AMP. That we decided to do was to follow the instruction. That is the name of the game. We have to say an instruction and the students have to use their bodies and their faces to express it. So in this case, an example is stand up and they have to stand up, or sit down, or hands up, look, listen, close your mouth, open your mouth, close your eyes. So all of these instruction helps the students to be motivated and be attentive of what the teacher is saying, and then we can begin with the class. To begin with the main teaching input, we are going to use the ERCA method. That means experience, reflection, conceptualization, and application. So the first thing that we are going to do is the experience, is to talk about with the students about what they know about the simple verbs, which one they know. They will tell us some of these verbs in an example play. And we say, ask a question or ask a sentences with the verb play, and they begin creating new sentences and with a lot of verbs. We asking also how to differ of a present event and a past event and how to know when and how to use it. When we talk about the reflection, we begin taking all the things that the students are saying, in this case the verbs, and dividing into lists, one of regular and other of irregular verbs. In this case, we are focused in this class with the regular. We are going to tell our students that the irregular have another way to work in the past, but in this class we are going to work with regular. So they will have the regular verbs and they will begin to create some sentences with that verb in present. because they know past simple but in a way not too good. So in this case they begin saying simple sentences like we dance salsa. So in this case we repeat the sentences but in past and making an intonation in the way that the verb change. In this case we say we danced salsa in the and make they see how the verb change. We do this with some students and then we talk about with them that we have different ways to translate in past a verb. Talking about the modeling way, we are going to begin with this list of verbs that they told us, and we are going to explain some of the rules. As in the case that we have a verb that like dance, we only add th, and in the case of verbs that have like study, we have to erase the y letter and change by the letter I followed by ed. In the case of some words that are like drop, we have to double the last consonant, that is P, and add ed, that is we drop it. And sometimes we have the common verbs like watch, and in the past is only with ed, and make them to understand that the majority of the verbs have this structure, only we have to add ed, and we have the exception where we have to erase the letter y, where we have to only add z when we have to double the last consonant. But we are going to make this with the students in the board, and then to make them to understand better, we are going to give them 4 pieces of papers where they have to copy all these verbs in infinitive, and they have to complete with the correct way to transform in past. In this case, I have some material that we use in my class plan. Is like this. So here they have the verb. In this case, we have plant, and we have that we add ed. They have only the verb with meaning and then how it changes when we add the past way. We have the other examples like this that they already have the e at the end of the verb and we only add the d. And we have also the cases where we have with y. In this case, we have to erase the letter y and change by ied. So with this piece of papers and UITs with the students, we achieve that they recognize the difference between the verbs. They have to learn to differ which one are regular and irregular, but now in this class we are working with the regular ones. Finally, in this case, talking about guide practice is this activity, and while they are doing this, we ask some questions and saying maybe how do you say in past like, and they begin to giving you the answer. What you do if you have a verb that finish on the letter y, and they answer the question. This is a way to work with them while they are doing an activity. In the independent practice, we are going to use a worksheet where we have to complete some parts of a sheet where they have to complete verbs, they have to transform in past, they have to complete simple sentences in positive way that are in English. They have the verb and they have to transform in past, and the number 1 and number 2 they are going to do in class, and the last one they are going to take to home. So we are going to see what maybe is missing, and in the next class we are going to reinforce. Finally, I think that it's very useful to use didactic material or supplementary material, every one of these, because we help the students to understand. And maybe a topic like verbs is looking like a topic that is repetitive, that we are only thing is to learn that the meaning, how to change, and we only have a list and the students have to repeat and learn. So in this case it's a more didactic way to they understand, and they can play and they can use it if they want to form a simple sentences. And that was one more thing that we can do in the class, and is in the class plan, that while they are working we ask question, and as that one student as a game told a verb. In my case I begin as a teacher and I say I played soccer, and now I say Luisa, now you begin with the verb dance, and she say making sentences with that verb and as to other partner. So they are really interactive in this game, and they also have to be attentive of which one of these sentences the teacher want that you copy. In this case is the time of Pedro, and you say please Pedro's sentences please you have to copy. So we practice as a beginning the past tense that they already know because they learned in past years, but using with the regular verbs in other context. This is all about this first class plan. I'm gonna put at the end of this video the materials that we used. That was the first one that I showed you in the video, and the worksheet where you can see how the students are going to work with the transformation in a past verb. So thank you for watching this video, and goodbye.